Our guy Richard Davenport, who I asked Richard Musk after the game, what kind of scene does that have and the impact it has on recruiting? Well, evidently it had quite an impact because there were quite a number of commits and recruits that either watched the game itself or they saw highlights of the game from Tuesday night.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to miss if you didn't watch the game. And like you said, several guys, I reached out to several football guys, and some said, no, I didn't get to watch the game, but I saw the highlights all over social media and stuff like that. It's kind of whenever you have a high-profile game like that, it ends like that, and the storming of the court, it's going to be everywhere. So it's kind of hard to ignore. But yeah. You heard? I think it was Jalen Williams talking about he was involved in the storming of the field or rushing the field after the Texas game. You know, and to be able to be a part of that's even bigger. You know, as far as the court, and obviously kids from all sports see that. They see the enthusiasm, and they saw during the whole game. Definitely one of the best crowds that you could ever witness, either in person or on TV. And you know, kids want to go to wherever they want to go to a place that they know the fans have a lot of passion. And I think what happened the other night is going to pay dividends going forward. I'm not saying that it's going to be a deciding factor for kids. As far as in the long run or anything like that, but it gets the attention of them, and they realize Arkansas fans are sometimes on a different level.
Richard, I don't know if Fayetteville, Arkansas will ever become a collegiate destination for kids all over the country. We've seen people from all over the country come to Fayetteville, but when you see scenes like the Texas game, you see scenes like the game on Tuesday night, you see the Charlie Welch home run against Nebraska and the fan base. I mean, how important, you just brought it up a little bit, but in terms of recruiting, how much do recruits look at just the fan base interaction and just the craziness that is typically regularly on display on campus at the University of Arkansas?
Well, that, and also on social media especially, kids mention that and how the fans are, and it's a big deal to them. Arkansas fans are definitely one of the most active on social media, and then you combine that with, how they are in the stands at whatever venue that the Razorbacks are playing. That's a big deal. They kind of a lot of times envision them making the big bucket or making the big touchdown grab that makes the fans go crazy, and that's the type of environment you want to play in.
What is the feedback, or what do you hear when they see the rare picture of Musselman with his shirt off doing the things he was doing the other night? What do they say? What do the mamas and daddies say about the shirtless Muss?
You know, I think just like the fans, like everybody else, you know, he's not afraid to put himself out there, have fun, and when he said that, you know, some students asked him and said, "Hey, coach, if we win, would you take off your shirt?" I mean, that type of interaction with the fan base and saying, "Yeah, I'll do it," and he does it. I mean, I don't see how you don't like it. And I'm sitting here, I got a smile on my face, and I'm thinking how funny it is.
Yeah.
And I can imagine a 17, 18-year-old and, you know, an adult, parent going, "You got to love this guy."
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure this is a marketing campaign that needs to spill over to football after a big win. But, you know, if Arkansas could beat Bama, I'd take a shirtless Sam Pittman. I'll be honest with you. If that's what it takes to get it done against Saban, I think we'd all go for it. So,
hey, Sam's looking pretty good, man. Yeah. I'm happy for him. He's done a great job. But no, I know what you're saying. Yeah. And another thing, I mean, with Musk, he talks up, and Sam Pittman too. A lot of the coaches do. But Musk is probably the one guy that just always harps on how important it is for the fan base to be active in games, and he's encouraging them to come out. He tweeted out that excuse, as far as missing work, so you could show up early for the game the other night. Stuff like that is just I think he's got a connection with the fan base that we haven't seen in quite some time.
And the other thing about the game the other night that kind of stood out to me, we know about the Arkansas kids that are from Arkansas. Jalen Williams and Devo Davis had big nights, but Auburn, and Arkansas, for whatever reason, has never been able to connect with the Flanagans on getting kids there. They've all went to Auburn. But then Chris Moore from West Memphis also got a few minutes in that ball game. I thought it was another great display of the level of high school talent we continue to have in this state. It wasn't just Arkansas with Devo and Jalen kind of showing out. You had a couple other good talents, and particularly Chris Moore. Arkansas went after him, didn't get him. He went to West Memphis out of that same group. I thought Arkansas high school basketball was well represented the other night in this big matchup.
Yeah, no doubt. It happens in other games from time to time, and we're seeing it right now with two McDonald's All-Americans in the state, and at the same school, and several others that coming up that have opportunities to maybe be high-profile guys. So the tradition of the recent tradition, or not recent, but the depth of Arkansas basketball as far as high-quality D1 guys has been here for a while, and it's going to continue.
One of those guys being Nick Smith Jr., Richard, who was in attendance for the Texas A&M game, and then you had another one of his upcoming teammates, Jordan Walsh, who was in attendance this past Saturday for the Mississippi State game. And one of the guys that was with Jordan Walsh is Omaha Billy, who was in the class of 2023, a top 10 recruit that hasn't decided where he's going to school yet. When you have teammates like that, how important is it for Jordan to bring someone along to see, hey, this is why I'm committing to this school and this is why I'm signing to play at Arkansas?
Well, and Omaha obviously has been recruited and it knows about the program, but that was his first time to be able to see a game, and then know that here's Jordan, having success obviously at Link, and next year he's going to be at Arkansas. I can't imagine that not helping with Omaha. I'm not saying he's eventually going to go to Arkansas, but it's got to help. Talked to him the other night. Actually, he'll be in tomorrow's column, so I think he said some pretty strong things that I think fans will like. But and then you had Jordan introduced because he was a signee on the big screen, and that had to make an impression. I mean, again, guys want to go to schools where the fan base really loves their particular sport and are very, very rabid about supporting the team, and that, I think that right there kind of impressed Omaha.
Richard, it kind of reminded me in the scene of He's Got Game where Jesus Shuttlesworth is going on that recruiting visit. I can't think of the coach's actor's name, but he puts him on the big screen and makes a highlight montage.
Are you asking our recruiting analyst about a recruiting movie?
Yeah, and so that is like when I saw Nick being shown and then I saw Jordan being shown, that's what I initially thought of when it came to that picture and that scene. Another guy that you've gotten a chance to speak with is Brandon Garrison, who recently was offered by Arkansas, 4-star kid. What do our listeners need to know about Brandon Garrison?
He's 6'9", about 220, 225. More of a true big man, a guy that will probably play mostly in the paint. Number 8 center in the country in the 23 class. He officially got offered yesterday. He visited Arkansas December the 4th for the ULR game, and he told me last night that he plans to come back. He wants to. He was genuinely very excited about the offer, and he loved his first visit December the 4th, and I think they're going to be a player going forward, and just keep an eye on him because I think he's got his interest levels very high, I think.
Yeah.
Richard, appreciate the insight.
Hey, one more. We just got a text question in from Craig in Greenwood. One to know, have we run out of room for Anthony Black? Where does that stand right now?
I think, I've been hearing so many different things. Hey, if Anthony Black wants to come, I guarantee Musk says, yeah, we got a spot. And then he gets off the phone. Okay, what do we got to do, guys? I mean, no, I mean it's a definite yes if he wants to come. So I think that there's some
maybe just out of the running there. But
hey, yeah, Coach, I want to come. Yeah, you got a spot.
All right, so that answers that question. Richard, appreciate it. We'll talk to you next Thursday.
All right, guys, we'll see you.
All right, that's Richard Davenport with us every Thursday on Recruiting Thursday here on the Morning
Big game
Line.
is finally here as we hit Super Sunday with the last game of the football season. From scored, totals, player performance props, to where the next fired coach is going to land, BetOnline is the #1 spot for all things NFL betting in 2022. And with the new year comes a new updated desktop and mobile website. Sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code BELIEVE to get started. That's BLEAV. And it's not just football. BetOnline's basketball, hockey, boxing, and UFC odds coverage is the best in the business. From sports right down to your favorite Vegas casino games, BetOnline is your #1 online wagering destination. BetOnline, the fastest and easiest way to wager on all your favorite sports and play your favorite games. BetOnline, where the game starts.